皆さん、こんにちは。Hello, I am Hitoshi. Thank you for always coming to my channel. Today, I will explain about how to prepare for dependent visa. This video contains 4 parts. Number 1, necessary documents. Number 2, how to write the reason letter. Number 3, as to household balance sheet. And number 4, application forms. After writing and collecting all the necessary documents, it is better to fill in application forms, I think. On this video, you can start any part you want to watch. Please see below index. By checking this video as to dependent visa application, I hope you can do it by yourself. Now, let's start from part 1. Part 1, necessary documents. In this part, I will explain about the necessary documents for dependent visa. As to the documents, you can get the list on Ministry of Justice's website. As to link, please see the below column. However, it is written in Japanese, so I will explain the items one by one. As to the documents issued in Japan, they ask us to submit the version made within 3 months from the date of issue. So please be careful not to get them early. Number 1, application form. As to this, let's check at part 4. Number 2, picture. As you know, the size is designated. I will put the link, the column below. These are acceptable photos. These are not acceptable photos. Number 3, the envelope of sending the result. Unlike visa renewal, as to certificate of eligibility, we need to submit the envelope with the stamp of 404 yen from our side. On this, please write your name and address. これですね。ポスタルスタンプ404 円 and please write your address and name. Number 4, the documents that show you and your spouse's or child's relation. Copy of marriage certificate or birth certificate is required. Number 5, your residence card, supporter's residence card and passport. Please make copies. They say or, but I usually submit both. Number 6, the documents that certify your job, supporter's job, and prove income. If you are working for a company or doing your own business, this means a certificate of employment or a copy of business license. And you also need to submit the 2 certificates. The certificate of residence tax that shows your annual income. The certificate of payment of residence tax that shows you paid it clearly. If you are not working for a company such as a student, they ask us to submit the bank savings certificate of the supporters, or the certificate that shows the amount of scholarship you will get and the term. Also, the documents that prove you can take care of your dependent financially. Actually, since the situation depends on case by case, here it is difficult to say what type of documents is acceptable. Usually, to make immigration office understand our case, I often make household balance sheet when your salary is not so much. As to balance sheet, let's check together at part 3. Other than these, I suggest you submit family photos, photos of the scene of wedding ceremony, etc. And they do not state about the reason letter, but I think to make it sure, we should make it as necessary documents. As to the letter, let's see at part 2. As to necessary documents, that's all. Let's move on to part 2. Part 2. This part is about how to write the reason letter. As I said on part 1, they do not state about the reason letter, but I think to make it sure, we should make it as necessary documents. Why? Because to explain your situation well, so that they can understand the necessity of dependent visa. This must be written from the bottom of your heart. Here, I will tell you about the contents you should write. This is very simple. It consists of 4 parts. Number 1, introduction. Number 2, the story to marriage, the reason to apply. Number 3, how to make living in Japan after your spouse or child comes to Japan. And number 4, conclusion. Let's check it one by one. Number 1 is introduction. Introduce yourself and explain the necessity of wanting dependent visa briefly. Number 2 is about the story to marriage, the reason to apply. If you are a newly married couple, you need to explain the story up to marriage. Though, unlike spouse visa, I think brief explanation is enough. Since you are living separately, also explain the situation of your spouse or child now. The reason to apply is wanting to live together as a family. But please add 1 or 2 more flavor. I will leave it to you. Number 3 is about how to make living in Japan after your spouse or child comes to Japan. Personally, I think this is the most important part. To make living, we need money. So, by showing your financial plan, you can add a persuasive power to your application. You should explain you can make living with your salary. This part is relating to household balance sheet, and as to this, let's check at part 3. Number 4 is conclusion. Stating your desire, wanting to get dependent visa briefly again, but avoid redundant. As to reason letter, that's all. Let's move on to part 3. Part 3. This part is about household balance sheet. As I said in part 1, usually to make immigration office understand your case, I often make the sheet when your salary is not so much. Their concern is whether you have financial power to make a living in Japan. If you do not have much, the possibility of your spouse working over the limit working time will be high, which is illegal. Some people think dependent visa is almost similar to working visa, but this is dependent visa. So, to know your financial situation, I suggest you need to make the sheet before applying for the visa. And if you think it is difficult, please do not apply this time and try to fix or improve your situation first. Making this sheet is a tool to analyze your situation. If you think you can make a living with your own salary, even if your spouse or child comes to Japan, please try. That's all. Let's move on to the final part. Part 4. This part is about application forms, and I will tell you how to fill in all the items. You can get this form from the link below. Let's check it one by one. The application forms consist of these 3 pages. As to this page, no need to submit. Write your nationality, date of birth. Write the applicant's name, not your name, according to the applicant's passport. Choose your sex, place of birth according to the passport. Marital status, you choose married. Occupation, write as office worker or self-employed, etc. Hometown, home city, the place where the applicant is living now. Address in Japan is your address. Telephone number is the land phone number. If you don't have, please write as NA. And cellular phone, mobile number. Applicant's passport information, passport number and date of expiration. Purpose of entry, select dependent. Date of entry, since it is not uncertain when the certificate of eligibility is issued. So I usually write the date of 1 month later. Port of entry, it is the airport in Japan where the applicant will arrive. Intended length of stay, write your visa's period of stay. Accompanying persons, if any, yes or no. Intended place to apply for visa. It is the place where a Japan embassy in your country is. Past entry into Japan or past departure from Japan. If yes, answer these items. criminal record in Japan and overseas? If yes, explain details. Departure by deportation or departure order. If yes, answer these items. Family in Japan or co-residents. This should be yes, because you are living in Japan as a spouse. Let's move on to the next page. This is a question about where you reported and registered your marriage. If you did it in Japan, write the name of Japanese authority and date of registration. If you did it in your country, write the name of the authority and date of registration. In the case of apply for dependent visa for your spouse, you choose relatives. In this part, since you apply for certificate of eligibility for your spouse, you write your name as legal representative. Relationship with the applicant is a husband or wife, or father or mother. Write your address and phone number, and then put your signature and write the date of filling this form. Let's move on to the last page. This page is about your information, supporters information. Name of the family member to be supported is applicant's name. Write the name of your spouse or child. Write supporter's name, your date of birth, your nationality, your residence card number, your status of residence and its period of stay and expiration date. It is the relationship seen from your spouse. Your place of employment. As to corporate number, please ask your company, or you can search it from this website. I will paste the link below. Write a name of branch where you are working. Write address of the place where you are working and its phone number. As an annual income, write your annual salary based on the latest tax certificate. Put your signature and write the date of filling this form. As to application forms, that's all. I hope this explanation will help you for your preparation of dependent visa. That's all today. Thank you for watching. Bye. またね。